I think he made it worse. He managed to make it worse. And there's other stuff too that just doesn't line up. Well, hey, this is Hard Basis. I am Clint Allen. As I sit here tonight, what pops up? But we've got Offended Outcast Ray. Let's take a look at this. I pulled up some past videos. This isn't lining up with what was said in past videos. Dates aren't lining up. I also want you to pay really close attention that there's no emotion here, which goes back to what I said about being a psychopath. And psychopath's number one thing is to lie.
Well, welcome back to Offended Outcast. I'd like to apologize to all of my viewers and all of you for misrepresenting myself. That was wrong. I deeply apologize, and I regret this very much.
Okay, so I want to remind you that if you pay attention to this guy and you go to his channel, he changed all of the wording. He changed his channel description and pointed out the fact that he was a sex offender, okay? Should have done it before, but...
It was never my intent to cause harm or to hurt anybody. That was never the intent. So let's recap what's happened over the last week.
Okay, so this video here, it's 7/25 of 26. And it looks like to me he's doing a screen recording off of a computer, which means he could edit it on site and then upload it. From the window there, from the lighting, we're not talking middle of the day here, it's later in the day.
After the story broke out here, well, the shootings started on the 15th. And I do know the difference between rounds going out and rounds coming in. And although I lived at a national forest, you're used to hearing gunfire. It's part of life out there. But when you realize that the rounds are coming at you and that now your life is now in danger, it puts a whole new spin on things.
So anyways, we're editing on the fly here. So Jeb's video, okay, Jeb said when everything, one of the statements he made, when everything blew up on the 15th. So right now we are in sync.
I get that a lot of you are angry at me. I get that a lot of you now hate me.
And also in one of Jeb's video, he claims being taken by gunpoint off of Raymond's property. It's on video, man. He said it. It's the beauty of video. We can go back.
I get that a lot of you feel hurt by what I did. And I can understand that. And, well, although some of you may feel this is justified, what has transpired over the last week is anything but. Because vengeance belongs to the Lord. I've seen things this week that'll scar me the rest of my life. When I first started this channel a little over a year ago, I gave you the one gift that meant the most to me. I shared my animals with you all. And sadly,
Okay, hold the show here.
Welcome back to Offended Outcast. Yes, the doggies are safe, and so am I.
So this video came out on the 17th, okay? Not saying it was recorded on the 17th, but it came out on the 17th. I gonna make an assumption. If you're screen recording off of a computer, you can immediately go through and edit it, slap out your thumbnail and upload it into YouTube that it probably was the day it was recorded. The dogs are okay. The doggies are okay. And so am I. But he's being shot at in the woods. Strange that we would not make mention or have some kind of emotion visible about that. All right, onward and upward.
Some of what's been done to my animals is so horrendous I can't even talk about it here on YouTube. It's that bad. Some of you will say, well, you brought it on yourself.
Let me point out again. He lied about his wife dying. He never disclosed his other problems, which the big one, I think you'd want to bring up. He already did it. He put it in his video description of the channel. I'm trying to say that he's a psychopathic liar. All right? There's no emotion here. Listen to this man.
And I say no to that. What I do say is, I think some of you are responsible for that as well.
Several times in this video, he's going to blame us, the viewers, for what has happened. We didn't jump on an airplane and go try to find him. I never disclosed, and I watched a lot of other channels. Nobody else disclosed his actual address where he was living. According to him, he was living 1 mile to 2 miles off of the main road in a woods. I mean, really, how the heck would you find somebody like that? Us, the viewers, had nothing to do with this. Us, the viewers, did not go there and bring harm to his house, shoot at him, or have anything to do with his animals. I'm just saying, he's lied before.
The amount of hatred and vitriol that's been poured out against me has been anything, it's just staggering. It's just unreal. When I opened up YouTube the other day, well, let's just say I don't open it up no more.
Sure he does. Let me replay this clip right here. This clip right here, which says that he's going to go back to court again. He's going to go back to court, and he's probably going to have to take a plea deal and go to jail.
I was charged with a crime, convicted, and sent to prison. Later, that case was overturned by the Kentucky Supreme Court. All of this information is public knowledge, easily accessible. And later, the same county reshuffled the charges, refiled the case, and round 2 begins. So now I'm faced with a hard choice.
All right, so there are a couple other people that I watched their videos, they made that out like, well, he meant that happened in the past. Listen to the wording there. He's talking about present time. Currently, right now, as we speak, those counties or county wants to take him back to court and prosecute him again, just by, shuffling the cards on the charges. Not past, present, right now.
The only reason I left this channel open was so that I'd have the opportunity to make this video today. What transpired on that mountainside, I'll carry that the rest of my life. The amount of vitriol and hate that was poured out online fueled that and gave it strength. I understand you can hate the man, but when you harm innocent animals, yeah, that takes a whole special breed of man, in my opinion.
So once again, he's playing on the heartstrings. I just want you to, please listen to the words. He's playing on the heartstrings about the animals. I mean, you can tell the guy's pissed off. Okay, and the story gets deeper. I mean, my goodness. You seen it. I played it twice for you. The doggies are all here, all fine. The dogs are all good. The puppies are all good. And so am I.
And for those that did help fuel this and help cause harm to my precious animals, I will never forgive you. Never. I'll carry that to my grave. Now that morning I had left with 4 of my dogs. And, well, they were the lucky ones.
I just got to say, because I don't follow his channel a whole lot, I skipped through quite a bit of his videos. If he has more than 5 dogs, or put down in the, how many dogs has this guy got? Because I've seen other videos and he didn't have that many dogs. I can count what's on the bed. It's just not adding up.
Ben was going to bring out the rest of them that evening.
Okay, so if we go back to this timeline, Jeb said that everything blew up on the 15th. The last video that I showed you, those clips where he admitted, being a sex offender, that came out on Friday the 17th. So the 15th, 16th, or 17th, Jeb or Benjamin was going to bring back the dogs. Jeb said in his video everything blew up on the 15th. Jeb said in his videos that he was taken out by gunpoint off of the property. It's not adding up. Jeb has said he has no vehicle. Raymond has said that he only has one vehicle now because it broke down when he was coming in one time, and he had said that, this was going to be a problem because he only had that one vehicle. How was Jeb going to get dogs out to Offended Outcast if you watch Jeb's videos? Jeb is like that. I mean, that was the parting of ways. Jeb makes it out like that was the end of the relationship at that point in time. He's saying that Jeb was going to bring the dogs out. It's not adding up.
And the violation of my property rights and the violation of my home occurred around 4 p.m. Shots were fired, and it became an ugly scene. Fortunately, they were lucky to walk away with their lives. Sadly, some of my animals didn't. I understand there's a cost to be paid for what I did here. I get that. But, you know, to attack the man is one thing. But to attack innocent animals, no. I don't accept that.
Once again, if you've been following his channel, he said that he had 4 dogs with him. How many dogs did he have? As we talk here, he's only going to talk about that Pyrenees. Probably pronouncing that wrong, but Pyrenees.
It is a sad reality to know that now I will have to part with the one thing I truly love the most, what's left of my precious animals, because they will now forever be a target. Because now people know, well, they can be used against them. It saddens me. I'm still trying to process everything that's happened on that mountainside over the last week. I will forever be scarred. I'll forever be haunted by what I've seen. Some of it's so bad I can't tell you. It's that bad. It's horrendous. What happened at the home on that fateful day and the days after. For 4 days, I was not able to go back to get to my animals for 4 days. I, of course, contacted the state police. And on the 21st, they did go up that mountainside. They did go to my property. They've been into my home.
I'm going to assure you one thing. Now, we don't know when he contacted them. But if you contact the police and say, somebody was shooting at me at my house, they're going to be there quickly. Guarantee it. The story's not adding up. Let me pop this in here, okay? Okay, so let me get this video clip in of Jeb, okay?
I don't know what to do. And if this is the last message that I get out to anybody, and I'm actively in fear for my life because of Raymond George Krebs, I sit here posting this video in fear of my life, and now I'm running through the woods from Raymond George Krebs and Michael Carmichael.
Okay? It's not adding up. Nothing is adding up here. Someone is lying.
And their report was, well, we seen a couple of dogs running around. And other than that, we didn't see any evidence that anything occurred. And you're free to go back there whenever you want and go get the rest of your animals. So on the 22nd, I did that the following day. And what I seen was unbelievable. My cabin is destroyed. What wasn't stolen was destroyed or defecated on. The amount of human defecation that I've seen throughout my home is unreal. It's staggering. Never in my life could I imagine something like this. And to know that while other content creators are out here piling wood around the pyre at my feet.
So once again, blame everybody else but yourself. I can't say that, and I can't speak that I've seen every video that other people have done, but basically they pointed out the fact that he's lied. And we brought up the fact that he's got a criminal background. I even proved it on some of my videos, okay? Blame the blame game. And have you seen any emotion yet?
Well, I lay some of the blame of this at you. Yes, what I did was wrong, and I deeply regret it. And I do sincerely apologize. I started this channel a little over a year ago with the intent to try to do some good in this world. You know, talk about some issues, share some good moments, and try to uplift some people. And for the most part, I did. When I started this channel, I was a lonely man talking to four walls. But I also knew that if I didn't take steps to protect my identity, well, everything that transpired this week would occur. And guess what? It did.
No. Playing the blame game again. Everything that had happened to him is because of you. Because of you. You sitting there watching. It's your fault. No, it's not. If he would have started up his video series, put in there what he currently has in there in his description of the channel, and he's got the gift to gab, okay? He's got the gift to gab. He's really good at it. And lead it in. Of all the video topics that he has done about hard times, most of the videos are about hard times, people on hard times. Well, geez, this is what happened in my background. This is what happened. He's had a million times he could have led into it. Even in the early days, a million times he could have led into it. People would have still continued to watch. It's not like the whole bucket would have gone dry. 171,000 subscribers, right now 168,000 subscribers. Keeping in mind that not all of the 168,000 actually watch him. There's probably some that seen a few and liked them, subscribed, and haven't seen them again, okay? Obviously, you can go to his channel and watch this whole thing all the way through. I just want to point out the fact that every time he brings up something about the house, something about the property, something about the defecation, something about hurting the animals, is progressively getting worse. More graphic, worse. Some people took a crap in my house. You wait. I'm telling you, you wait.
Tools, generator, anything, everything of any value is gone. All my camera equipment, everything. Even my personal artifacts, the little treasures of my life that I've had for 60 years. Well, they're gone too. It's all gone. And that chapter is now closed. what I seen done to one of my animals. Nah, it's horrendous. When I got back there, Puppy, my great white Pyrenees, was down by the river, buried in the thickets, cowering. My animals had been abused, tortured. One of them was injured, and just terrified. They were used for target practice and more. And to me, that's a step too far. My gift to you was my animals.
Something tragic happened to my animals, but that was my gift to you. Think about that for a moment, please. The animals were never up front as part of this show. It's what he had to say. The animals were always in the background, sleeping or doing something else. It wasn't his gift to you. He's pulling on your heartstrings.
But what you guys did here is above and beyond that.
And here we go again. What you guys did. You guys on YouTube. Blaming people on YouTube. Oh, I came out and poured my heart out, but you came and killed me.
And to know that this will continue. You've all made sure of that.
Yeah, there we go. You all have made sure of that. That means all of us watching this video, his 168,000 subscribers, are out there hunting him down in the woods in Kentucky and shitting at his home. Oh, we're going to get to that.
That's right. That's what I said. This will not end. I have active threats against my life. There's no place to go. You can't hide. I'm just waiting for it. To know now that I have to part with all my animals, what I have left, tears me apart. But I have to protect them. I have to. So I ask you all.
Yeah, let me jump in there again. I'm really just the timeline is not matching up here. He's playing the blame game, and let me remind you again. I know I did it earlier, but he's lied to us on camera. What makes this any different? Is it rude of me? Is it insensitive of me to say prove it? Show me the receipts. You have no problem getting online and putting out videos lying. Show us this. I mean, I don't want to see the dogs hurt, but show us the cabin. Show us the shed.
When is enough is enough. Yes, I am a registered sex offender. I can't change those facts. Yes, I have a criminal past. I can't change that. I can't change those facts. Yes, I have a criminal past. I can't change that. But you have to ask yourself, when do you let a man start again?
I got the answer for that. When the man is honest. And I said in my last video, I don't see him ever doing it either. But I did say also, where do you draw the line on being a psychopath? I do believe he's a psychopath. I believe in this video he's lying again. He's lying about the severity, okay? The animals are yet to be seen.
Let a person begin anew. For 21 years I've lived on this registry. And I understand why we have it. I get that. But most sex offenders on the registry, they don't survive that long. They don't. They either self-delete or worse, even worse, reoffend and get cycled back into the system.
Okay, I looked this up just so you are aware. And most people who are on the sex offender registries in state do not off themselves, okay? Before court, before the lifelong conviction, yep, definitely, yep. After the fact, after they're out of jail, no. No, and that was gotten from the Department of Justice, those stats specifically, and 22% end up going back in for the same offenses, just new offenses. So that number is low, okay?
Because there's no place to go. You can't get a job. You can't get housing. You can't vote. You can't, well, you can buy property, but it's difficult. And everywhere you go, well, you're a target. You are a ghost among the living. You don't get invited to Christmas dinner. And, well, you have no friends.
Right, you know, we're pouring on the pity party here, okay? Not saying that his feelings aren't real, but we are pouring on the pity party here. Who is left in his family to be invited to?
The mental health aspect of this is truly staggering. It breeds isolation so deep that you wonder if you'll ever see daylight. It breeds depression so dark most self-delete. Well, I tried something different. I tried to make a difference. I tried to do some good. For 21 years, I ain't even had a parking ticket. I've broken no laws. And yes, what I did here was wrong. I agree. What I did here was a violation of trust between a content creator and his audience. And I deeply regret that choice. Because everything that's transpired in this last week, in my opinion, well, that was a pretty heavy price to pay. My home is destroyed. Everything that I own is gone. The amount of fecal matter I had to walk through in my home, deep as mud.
The amount of human poo in his house. The story is getting we're just really stretching out that story. That fish that you caught was this, and now that sucker is, let's see if I can watch the screen on the camera. Oh, it's that big now.
No. What I seen done to my animals will haunt me the rest of my life. My one precious gift I was willing to share with you guys.
That one precious gift. When I am reacting here, I am not purposely trying to be a jerk. Okay? Just so you understand. I am not trying to gain bonus points by being a hole. I am telling you exactly what I think. And I'm having a really, really hard time with this whole thing here.
Yeah. If I could go back in time and change all this, I would. But as we know, guys, you can't turn back the hands of time. So now, I don't know what to do. There is no recovery from this. You've all seen to that. My life is still forfeit. There's active threats against me. And those people know who I'm talking about. Sadly, this will continue. You've all seen to that. In your quest for blood and vengeance, well, has marked this man. And
once again, he's an effective, very effective communicator. Okay, he is good with his words. I mean that he has laid out a really good story here. Now, I'm not saying that this is all a lie. Okay, I'm just saying from where he started, it is built and it has built and it has built. It's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. Had some poop in my house, and all of a sudden you need a shovel when you open up the door in order to get in. I also want to point out the fact that I think that he wears dentures, and he doesn't have them in currently.
like the good citizens in the Colosseum of Rome, you all cheer for the rending of flesh and the spilling of blood. And so therefore I ask, are you not amused? When is enough, guys? Where does it stop?
It wouldn't have started if you started out right. That is just a fact. That is the absolute fact.
I've hurt some people here. I understand that. And I will make amends all across the board. It will take me time and a lot of effort. But one way or the other, I will make this right. For now, I have to try to survive. I have to try to live another day. You know, people say, well, why hasn't Offended Outcast come out and made a video? Because I couldn't. I was hiding, trying to stay alive. Yes, I contacted the authorities at the appropriate time. Yes, I've been in touch with them. Yes, I have. But there's only so much they can do as well. And I thank them for their service. They are truly good men. You know, out of all the things that has been exposed of my history, of my past, and some of it's true, yes, some of it ain't. You all know, guys, there's always two sides to every story. I don't know if I'll ever get to tell my side. I don't know. That chapter's not written yet. One of the things that was said about me, well, you did get wrong. To address the charges of stolen valor, there's my DD 214 with my name on it right there. So I want to put that one to rest. You guys got that one wrong.
I and 3 other channels did a direct pull from the government. They said that they did not have any records for him. I also want you to know that at some point in time there was a record incident with the government where a bunch of files did go up into flames. I also want to point out the fact that I stilled this and pulled the numbers off. They didn't come back in the registry either, in the archive. I'm not saying that he's lying about it. I'm just saying that tell me it, yeah, even with the numbers that I pulled off of here, I can't find it in the registry.
I did make a mess of my life, I admit, several times. I did my time. I served every request that the courts had put upon me, and I paid my debt to society. And I tried to turn a new leaf. What I did here on YouTube, well, I went about it wrong. And now that's over too. I'm trying to do the right thing here, guys, and accept the responsibility for what I did.
All right, so I don't know, his computer ran out of power, or whatever he was recording on had a limited time, or I don't know. We didn't get the rise together, that's for sure. Well, any of you out there who are rising right now and leaving, I'm having a hard time with this. As I pointed out, there's a lot of stuff here that just does not line up. Once again, if you know how many dogs he had for sure of his own, put that in the comments. I was going to leave this alone. I really was. I was going to leave this alone. I wasn't even going to do a reaction on it. But after watching it, I'm kind of like, well, let me go back to these other videos. And there's other stuff too that just doesn't line up. And then what really caught me was you know, he's a really good communicator, a good storyteller, and he did such an excellent job on building the story, the same story, and it just got worse. And then it got worse after that, and then it got worse after that, like I said, and it got to the point where his house was so full of shit that when he opened up the door, he had to shovel it. I mean, it's up to the ceiling. Boy, you know how many people it would take to shit the whole floor full? I mean, a turd ain't that big. You would need a lot of people. I mean, there would have been like, if he lives on a road that's a mile and a half in to get to his cabin, I mean, that would have been full. Plus, they would have been parked out on the road. The dog was found down by the river cowering. Jeb got taken out by gunpoint. Is afraid of Ray. That video was removed. Thanks to YouTube and reaction videos, it's still out there. The doggies are all safe, and so am I. At this point, he managed to make it worse. We'll see you on the next one, okay?